All right, we are live on RJ's Lives, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. We're glad you joined us. We've got all kinds of people here in the chat room, and we have our esteemed panel here. We have Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, Gunslinger Cal, Kalen himself, Tom from Knife Delights.
What did you call me? I'm steamed what?
Yes, exactly. You are steamed. That's what happens when you take sailors and put them in the tropics. They get
That's
steamed.
right. Yep.
Yeah. All the air conditioning that you don't have. We have our guest Stan from Collecting with Stan, and we have, of course, HT Harold himself holding it down for us down there in Arkansas. What's going on?
Howdy.
Nice to see you guys. Oh, we got Andrews in the chat. Hey, Andrew. Yep, we got Andrews here. Mike Adams is here. Let's see here. Byron is here from Splitting Slices. Pepper Dingo RDS Wood Turning is here. Angelo is here. Jason Beecher. Sorry, James Alton. You guys are all here. So welcome. Kathleen is here. Welcome. Jesse McJames. Where's Baxter? Baxter is going to be riding today, but he's in the chat right now, Jesse. So yell at him in there. That's for sure. So as you guys know, today's episode was brought on by old HT himself, who is the mastermind behind the Canoe Crew and the. Did you start the Muskrat Mafia, or was that Aaron?
No, that is Aaron. I am just a I'm on his skirt tails on those.
Conspirator. Hey, MB. All right, we'll be talking cutlery soon. Let's see, what is that? J327? I don't know if that's a bar or an L. Let's see. Jesse McJames picked up a 1973 Case Hawkbill in great condition for $5. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, some little old lady.
Goodness.
What a rude!
I can't wait to see the video on that. I hope it is fantastic. Oh, Andrew says it's raining right now. Got to make room for the Muskrat and Canoe Crew. Right on. Okay. Yeah. So, HT, did you want to show your sticker off? JL327. Thank you, sir. Mike Adams won the knife drawing for the day over at Slippy and Thrifty's. Congratulations, Mike. I hope you got a good one. Did you want to show
the grand prize?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We can do it.
Well, let me bring you up full screen so you can show that off to everybody.
All right, folks. They are here now. This is the new Canoe Crew that I have started up, and the stickers are in now. And so I will tell you the criteria to be part of the Canoe Crew, which is not very much whatsoever. You have to own one and have a love and appreciation and carry one on, I don't know, just some carry one on a semi basis, and at least own one, and have a love for Canoe Crew, have a love for the canoe pattern, and that's good enough for me. If you guys reach out to me now, I have got 100 of them in, hot off the press. This is what they look like. I think they turned out pretty good. Good old HT red, of course, red and black. I can hold it right.
There we go. RDS is already on it with the lanyard beads. Good deal.
We have some lanyard beads going for these guys, courtesy of my buddy Bobby. But anybody that is interested in joining the crew, get at me, and my email is on my channel page. In the channel description page, I have my email, and just holler at me, and we'll get one in your hand, one or two in your hands.
Right on. Yep. And Byron says HT is what we call a door gunner for Aaron at 865 Knives in the Muskrat Mafia. So there you go.
I'm security. I'm the beef at the door.
There you go.
So is that a musketeer?
That's probably closer. That's probably closer.
So Stan, do you want to go ahead? I mean, I'm pretty sure that most everybody in the chat room is familiar with you. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Do you want to kind of go over your background and your channel and all this stuff, and I'll bring you up full screen so everybody can get a good look at you?
Sure, thank you. Oh man, everybody's leaving now because they got a good look at me. Sorry about my background. I was in a different place and I kept dropping connectivity, so I had to come here. My channel, the whole core of my channel is it actually started off as Stanible's Universe. The reason I took Stanable is because one of my friend's little kids always called me Stanable and just became something even now when he's in college, you know. So, but then I wanted it to be a place where like all collectibles could come together, you know, knives, coins, comic books. You know, I collect everything, Hot Wheels cars, stuff like that. And I started off mostly in comic books, still do a lot of comic books, enjoy them. And I've collected knives. My dad gave me my first knife when I was, I want to say 5. And of course, like every kid, I thought I knew how to sharpen it and stuff. And I had the dullest knife on the block, but I thought it was sharp. But I've always loved knives and I've always collected them, you know, to some level, you know, off and on. And then when I finally found the traditional knife community, I was like, this is pretty friggin' cool. These people seem pretty good, you know, they seem genuine. That's a huge thing is I try to find genuine people to hang out with because you know, I just turned 52 and I've dealt with enough fake people. I don't need them. The way you see me here is the way I am. And if you were to come to my door and I knew you from here, I'd be like, dude, come on in, man. Have you know, because I am. If you come to my door and I don't know you, I'm the get off my lawn, you know. So, but yeah, I just I've been really enjoying the modern or not modern, but traditional knives. I still enjoy a modern, and honestly, one of my big passions is big fixed blades. I love big Bowie knives. It just
you do.
It just yeah, I just got in a cool one yesterday. Oh crap, I didn't bring it in with me. It's the K-Bar Big Brother. It's like literally about 1.5 sizes of the regular K-Bar marine fighting knife, stacked leather handle and everything. It's a monster. I meant to bring it so I could show it, and it's not here. So, but I will show. Can we start showing a knife or not yet?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, show a knife. And I was going to say, next time somebody goes full screen with their presentation, then go grab that knife.
I will.
Yeah.
What I wanted to show is I bet you I have a canoe here that probably not many people have seen. This is a modern cut on a canoe. It's an Olson OK knife, which is a company that used to be down in Howard City, Michigan. It is called the Twin Critter, or Twin Cutter. I'm sorry. My light is not the best here. Maybe it is Twin Critter. I don't know. But it's Howard City, Michigan. But it's just a neat little knife. And I forgot I even had this. I was digging through my stuff and I found this and I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of a modern, you know,
modern canoe.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
How often do you see that? And what's wild is this is actually from the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, totally,
you know,
looks like that. Yeah.
It's like
that is wicked.
I just thought it was really cool. And yeah, my knife collection, and I'm redoing my quote unquote hobby area in their basement. And it looks like the Tasmanian devil came through after a hurricane before a tornado.
There you go.
It is a freaking mess. I mean, and then my problem is I'm one of those people, I think I have ADHD. I'm not sure. I'll be going through stuff and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, pretty. And I'll sit there and play with it for like 10, 15 minutes. And then when I've been down there for like 3 hours, I'm like, wow, I moved one box. It's like,
yeah, that's about normal.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right, cool. Very cool. Yeah, guys, definitely check out his channel. What was your channel name again? It's Stan's Collectibles.
Stan's. I have two. When you see me on the chat line, it'll be Stan's Collectors Universe. But the name of my channel now, I changed it to Collecting with Stan because I kind of wanted to make it where people, you know, they come and look at it, that they kind of get an idea that I collect everything because I do. It's a sickness. Yeah.
It's basically a selective hoarding, right?
I might be beyond the selective. It might be just hoarding now for me. Yeah.
Yeah, we all try to do that. We all try to figure out where we're gonna put our collections. That's for sure.
Well, when I realized that, I can't remember whose channel it was on. It might have been on one of your guys's. It said how to know if you might have a problem, and it was like, have you ever lied to your significant other about a knife? And I'm like, maybe. Do you have packages mysteriously arriving at your door?
Sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like every one of them I was like, well, crap, I think I might have a problem. So
it was it's funny. Oh gosh, now I just lost that train of thought. It sucks getting old, right, Tom?
What?
Exactly.
Heck, I'm only 52, and I'll get up and go from the living room to the dining room, and I'll be like, why the hell did I come out here?
Exactly. Oh, now I remember.
Yeah, once I'm back to my chair.
I think I told this story about a week ago, but if you guys will permit me to tell you again, I had a coworker said that he goes, I think I have a problem. And I said, what's wrong? He says, well, I went to this website and I saw there's like 3 really cool knives. He goes, so I bought those. I'm like, okay. He goes, then a little while later, he goes, I went to a different website, found 3 more knives. I went ahead and ordered them too. I'm like, okay, so get to the problem part.
Yeah.
And he says,
we don't get it. Yeah,
exactly. He says, I think I might be turning into a knife collector. I said, you've already got a beard. I said, just go ahead and start a YouTube channel. You already got the criteria going. If you're buying too many knives and you got a hairy face, go ahead and start a YouTube channel.
Well, it's like I got to stop watching Andrew over there at Baxter's Blades. Every time I watch him, I end up buying something. I actually have one video where I called it "I Blame Andrew."
I think we all have videos where we blame each other for our collecting things and buying knives that you didn't ordinarily see or something like that. But let's go ahead and show off a couple knives. I did go ahead and tell the story about when I first started getting back into traditionals, getting those Rough Riders. I got a canoe and a copperhead, and I think I showed the copperhead, but this was the first canoe that I got was this one. This is in their titanium series, and it had the black bones, but it also has the black coated blades. They are shiny, but it just looks so cool. And it's just such a great knife. And the gray on the bone, or the black on the bone, is kind of turned into a really nice gray. It's not really picking up on here. It looks a little more brownish, but this was like a solid black. But yeah, now it's turned into a really nice color. And I really like the walk and talk on it, just really nice. And you got your canoe features, with the pen blade, and your spear point, and of course you have the bolsters that cover the tang and the point on both ends. But this was my first canoe, and like I've said in my last few videos, it all starts with one. You get that first one, and then
it does.
Who knows? And it's Nelly bar the door. What's going on, Sean? I see you there at Watch City Knives. Nice to see you there.
Hey, Sean.
Pens and Pen Blades is here also. Welcome, Jonathan. Yep. So we'll start with that one. We'll see. We'll let everybody else kind of go with some stuff. And would you like to take a turn there, Terry?
Yes, sir. I can do that. That.
Sounds good.
This I'm gonna start out with a canoe, and I think Tom will like this. I'm gonna start out with this canoe. Oh, wait a minute, that's not a canoe.
It does have covered bolsters, though.
I made a mistake.
How did that happen? How does that
I still
happen?
hate you, Terry. In case there's any doubt, I still hate you. Okay.
We're just a friendly crew here.
Hey. Now this one right here is pretty neat. I picked this up in an antique store, and this is the Handyman Club of America. There's a bunch of these out there. They're so cool.
Yeah,
that's a very nice knife.
Got that barn board jig on it. Nice. It's really nice bone, and got a little etching on it right there. You know, the American trades. These are actually there's a set of handyman do-it-yourself books out there, guides and stuff that are named after this. So I'm not really sure about who made these or anything, but it's excuse me, they're really cool. I dig it. It's very well built, and I just couldn't pass it up when I was in an antique store probably last summer or something other, and it was very affordable. I just really cool. I like the canoes. I used to carry one for a long time, and I just, you know, if anybody knows me, they know that I really like the, you know, the copperhead knives and knives with copperhead bolsters, and I just really like knives that have the tangs are, you know, covered and real easy on the pocket. And
Yeah.
I just really think that's a cool knife.
Jason Beecher, is he still in the chats, RJ?
Yes, I think he is.
He just won one of those on my Canoe Crew giveaway. Is that orange bone? Orange? Is that kind of a harvest orange there, Terry?
It is.
He just won one, yeah.
I've seen several of these in different places before and after I bought this, and I've seen some on YouTube. They pretty much
It's a good looking knife. It's a
It
good
is.
looking knife.
Well made too.
And from my research, because I have one of those, it was Right Edge that was making those.
right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they usually make
those
a pretty decent knife. I know the one I have is great. It looks great, well built.
Yeah, they are. They're good knives. Yep, that's for sure. I'm sure Kaylin's got something really nice to show us.
Yeah, I got a knife.
Got a couple.
I have a, what we got here? This is 1998 green bone pocket worn
Ooh,
Canoe.
that's beautiful.
By Case. Just recently got this. Didn't even realize it was coming to me, but very thankful to get it. And this is a 62131 on the pattern. Really great canoe there. Love
You
the
can't
corn.
never go wrong with green bone, can you?
Oh no,
No.
That's
And,
beautiful.
really nice corn cob jigging there.
That's very cool.
That'll be my first one.
Very nice. Yes, it is true. Watch City Knives noticed that it's the young guy that doesn't have glasses on the panel. But he'll catch up someday. It happens.
Well, hey, I can see fine far, but if I take them off, I won't be able to see anything here. But
There you
well, I'm
go.
only half. Oh wow, where'd you guys go?
Yeah,
You
we're
think
still
I'm
here.
joking. Woo.
All righty. Tom, did you want to show something off?
Oh, why don't you bypass me? I'm still
You're
doing
still
some channels
busy?
here.
All right. Stan, did you grab that?
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah.
I grabbed that K-bar. This is the.
Nice.
I know it's not
The-
a canoe, but I was talking about this is the K-bar Big Brother. I just got, and it's item number 2217. You can see that, and I love big knives. My K-bar that I personally have served with me in the Marine Corps. I bought it in 1992 in the commissary or PX at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. This is the big sheath. I mean, look at this thing. I can't even the sheath. This everything. It's like a regular Marine combat fighter doubled. And my real the one I have that's a combat fighter, the Marine one that served with me in Somalia and other places. But look at this beast. This
Wow.
thing is just massive. I mean, it's got a serrated back, and it is freaking sharp. Yeah, just massive, and of course, K-bar, well made. You know, American made.
The regular K-bar is about a 7-inch blade, if I remember
Yeah,
right.
the regular K-bar falls in like air on it, roughly.
So that's like what a 12 or 14-inch blade.
Hang on, I do have a measuring stick here.
Nice.
This is right at 9.5.
Okay.
So Yeah, maybe the regular one's maybe 6. No, it is 7. But yeah, what's wild too is it's well balanced. I mean, the balance point's not right there, but it's like just past
Just
or yeah, that's
forward of the guard,
just
yeah.
forward. And I know with my regular one I can hack pretty good. In fact, funny story with the original one I have, my wife took it. She was a Girl Scout troop leader for from the time my daughter was in the pre-brownies. I can't remember what they're called, daisies or something, all the way up to seniors. And she took my K-bar with her on a camping trip and freaked out like half the other adults there because she's like, oh, I'll get some stuff. And she's over there hacking, and I just told her, I said, just don't hit yourself with it because it's sharp. You will bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just kind of a funny story. My wife used it for a Girl Scout outing. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Jesse McJames says it's a 14 7/8 inch overall length. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd believe that. Absolutely. Yeah.
That is crazy. And yes, Andrew, that is a cool buoy canoe. And we don't follow the rules here. Right, Tom?
Absolutely.
What do we do with
never
rules?
follows the rules.
Even on my own show.
Rules? We don't need no stinking rules.
Exactly. We just kind of freeform it and do whatever we want to do.
That's
I was
right.
going to show a canoe, but you told me to show the K-bar. So
Yeah, I did. It's okay.
well, it starts with "ka." It's like a canoe.
Exactly. There you go. Close enough. All
Hey,
right.
RJ,
Yes, sir.
we have a problem.
Uh-oh.
People are not hitting the like button. Hit that
Really?
like button. Help us out.
Yep, please do. It does help out when you hit that like button. Believe it or not, YouTube in there, when you do your analytics and stuff, it will show how many times you hit that like button and stuff. So it's one of the things they measure. So if you can help me to get a good grade, that's awesome. It's something you guys can do that it's worth the price of admission. How's that? All right, HT, did you have another canoe you wanted to show off there?
I may have one or two more.
Yeah, one or two more? All right.
First of all, before I hold it up, for you guys that are in the military service, you're talking about that stand. Thank you for your service. I know Dr. Tom with the Navy, and I don't know, Terry, if any of you other guys are former military, but you guys have my salute. So just wanted to tell you personally, thank you for your service.
You're very welcome, HT. Yeah, actually, I did. I served in the KISS Army back in 1979 and 80. I did.
We'll count that as well.
Rock and roll, Terry. Rock and roll. Yep.
But here we go. But thank you guys for that. This is a knife that came to my collection a couple months ago, and I got to ooh and ah over this one for about maybe a day or two. And my wife swooped in and saw this thing, and actually I had to go grab this out of her slip, her leather slip this morning to show this one off and borrow it for the show. But this is a little Marbles white bone canoe. Has some nice half stops, and it actually has you guys have talked about the secondary blade on those. Sometimes I call them a broomstick pin, but I kind of prefer these ones that are more of a full size pin. That secondary pin blade's a little fuller, a little thicker, and this one is definitely like that. Almost could double as a secondary spear point, to be honest. But to show you what I'm talking about, this is one I would call more like actually that's a broomstick pin versus this guy. So just to kind of give you reference, but I like this guy. Has two, of course, has the nice full size spear point. Has some nice half stops on it. Smooth white bone. And I think this one looks really classy, and evidently my wife agrees, because this lasted me about a day and a half, and it went to her collection. So she let me borrow it enough today to show it off. But this is the Marbles Smooth White Bone.
Yeah, those are great knives. Well built.
Yeah, they are. All right. So Ginger Fisher 75 asks, what would be a decent gateway canoe? And I would say that there's two that come to mind right away.
Yeah.
One of them would be the Buck canoe. I have one here, and these you can pick up just about everywhere. They have them at Walmart and stuff like that. But they're well built. These are the Chinese Bucks, but they are still covered by the Buck warranty. So if you have any issues with it, they don't have half stops, but are really kind of a solid pull, and you get a nice spear point with that. And let's see, I'd never heard that broomstick pin, but I guess this would be one. Now this one is in wood, laminated wood. You can get them also in bone, and then Rough Riders.
Yep.
You know, Rough Rider makes a fantastic canoe. I did show this one already, but in their Blue Mule series, this is the least expensive Rough Rider series that there is. So this has a G10 covers, steel bolsters, steel liners, but you still get the nice walk and talk. You get a nice solid spear point blade with half stops.
You could hear the snap on that when you opened it.
Oh yeah, you can hear the snap on it for sure. Yeah, nice walk and talk on these. And you get a nice little spear. You know, so I would say that go there for the gateway ones. Do you guys have anything else that you want to chime in as a good first one?
The one that God, Harold just sold. I'm terrible with names, guys. So I apologize. I
see that that Junior has joined us.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Lord.
we never know what Junior's going to say.
I say, canoes are for me. Canoes are no good. If you want a real pocket knife, go with this. Much better than a canoe. Look at that blade. Look at the meat on that handle. Yeah. Don't start with canoes. There you go. Get an elephant toe. I don't have just one. I got two. Oh, marbles. There it is. Happy kind of jealous because I took them from him. But anyway, yeah, here's my marble. So that Junior input, forget about a canoe. Here you go. Now you're talking knife.
All righty. Well, I was answering a question here in the chat, and Junior split, which is a typical Junior, thing to do. Elon says, "Tom, stop impersonating me. That's not nice," and especially since he has that trademarked. Send all your legal mail to Tom.
Jonathan says he agrees with for once with Junior.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things for sure. All right, so where shall we go next? Terry, you want to go?
Yes, sir. I'll go.
All right.
You were showing that the Chinese book, with
Yes.
with the wood handles, and I do have this is also a Chinese book. This has the 420 J2 steel, and they are covered under the forever warranty. This one has the brown jig bone. These are really good knives. I actually carried this knife for quite a while, back probably 3 years ago or better when I first got it. Darn good knife. A lot of people bought these knives thinking that they were USA made knives when they bought them, me included, till I got it and realized. But these knives have hollow grind. They hold a terrific edge. Have good snap. I have no no problem with them. If you're looking for one, this is the Buck 389. Is the pattern number for that. Really cool knives. I think they're well worth the money.
Mhm.
I think right now you can get them for like somewhere between $20 to $25. So they're affordable. You can beat on it. You can use it. Say that it is a collector. I probably wouldn't say it's a collector, but it's a darn good user. But
Yes.
collecting is all in the eye of the person that's doing it.
Yeah.
If you'll allow me real quick, I had pulled this out thinking that I might get to show it, but being Tom started it,
Oh, nice.
this is a Rough Rider, and this is the part number on this is RR139, not a 4-digit, but it's a 139. So this is from the very early years in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's got the which gets hard to see them on this. It's got the old original horseshoe tang stamp and all, and this smooth natural bone. That's what draw me to it. And I will quickly pick up a Rough Rider from those early years, from the 90s when they first started and into the early 2000s. I'll pick them up because this, to me, it's like before they kind of got out of hand and started making all the weird stuff. And these are more traditional, and I dig them. I got no problem with them at all. Very well made, very, very nice bone.
It's a good looking knife.
Yep, I agree. I like the Rough Riders, and I do like the more traditional ones. And you're right, when they get a little too far out, it sometimes goes a little too far. They need to just rein it back a little bit. But they do make a good product, that's for sure. Are you finally ready, Tom?
Well, go ahead, Cal. Let's stay in order.
Okay. All right, Kaylin.
I'm not ready.
I know.
That boy's always ready.
I have a 1998 Red Bones pocket worn Case Select canoe. This finished out a 8-knife family for me of Case Select knives, and just come to find out that there are 8 more that I still have to get. So hunting those down currently, but just another great canoe pattern. Same pattern, but actually the exact same year as well as the last one I showed. A little bit fancier. Has a really nice wedge with a long pull on this one. I'm sorry, did somebody say something?
Case does such a nice job on the bone. It's just I just love those. It's I need to go get a drool towel. You keep showing these type of things.
You can blame Kaylin for your next 10 videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Great snap on it though. Great walk and talk pull and all that. Well built. Looks like right here, they got a little crazy on the grinding of the back spring. You can see it's a little bit narrow there at the end, so it creates a little bit of gapping. But the walk and talk on it, it's unaffected, so it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah.
Well, I like the way on those selects that they put the long pull on there.
Oh yeah. And always gotta appreciate it when there's no match striking, because there's a lot of people that don't like that. But it don't bother me if it's on there. And I will pass the mic.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I can't say which one is my favorite canoe, so each time I show one, I'll say, this is my favorite. So, but here's one. Mrs. KD got me this one for Christmas. It's America's Navy. Got a battleship there. Antique bone. And it is a case. And I just think they did a wonderful job with the bone.
Wow, that pile side's amazing.
It is. There's 2 little divots in there.
Gives a
Can you see 'em?
character.
And at first I was like, oh man, it's defective. And then the more I looked at it and held it and it's like, you're right. It gives it character. That's just part of, using natural materials. Every one of them is going to be different. But,
I love the engraving on this side, or the etching, I guess I should say. On this side,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite case canoes.
That is awesome. Yeah, I would show my Army mini trapper, but it's not the mini trapper episode. So.
Not yet, at least.
Yep, not yet. We haven't gotten that far. All right, Stan, are you ready with something?
Yes, sir. Going to be bringing in the gunboat.
Oh, there you go. I knew somebody was going to have one.
Hen and Rooster, Germany. Green
Oh,
bone.
man.
I don't know if you can tell. It's like the antique green bone, so it looks kind of brownish more on this side. Where on the pile side is you can actually see where it's green there if you see like right in there. But just a beautiful knife, and compared to a regular canoe, there you go. Size comparison, it's it's quite a big difference. But yeah, just a beautiful knife, and I found this actually on eBay from a reseller I like to watch, and I bid on it, and I think probably just about everybody thought it was one of the modern Hen and Roosters, made in China. And I got it for a good deal. I mean, I want to say it's sub $30 if I'm recalling right.
Oh, wow.
And when you can get a Hen and Rooster actually, solid in Germany, they're actually made in Germany, it's like, okay. But yeah, just a beautiful knife. I was so happy when I won it.
Very nice.
That is nice.
Yeah, and I like the clip and everything. This thing's just, yeah. You can't ask for. I mean, if you got your fingers in there, you're going to get cut. But yeah, just an absolutely beautiful knife. Really proud, really happy to own it.
Big E's Knives says he's only 8 away from getting 100 subs. So if
get
you
over
guys,
there and support him.
check your subscriptions.
He's got to mean 1,000. He's got to mean 1,000.
He's meaning 1,000. Yeah.
I just put his link up, but his channel name is the Knife Nut Big E. So head on over there. I just put the link up.
There you go. So it's 100 times 10. There you go. My goodness. All right. Yep. So he means 1,000. 8 away from 1,000. Definitely check your subscriptions and give him a sub. Let's see here. Can anyone tell me if you have any American flag case knife boxes? The slide on top style box. I don't know. I have the old American flag cardboard box, but I don't know about the other kind of a box. So there you go. Gary, the Last Ranger, just subbed, and hopefully you can get 7 more. So that'll be awesome. You can join the 1K club. It's a big deal. It really is.
If I could just jump in quick.
Yes, sir.
Elon is saying Mark Case does make a butterbean, I think. Well, I happen to have one butterbean.
Yeah.
So just so everyone knows what a butterbean is, it's just a miniature canoe. And instead of calling it a mini canoe, they call it the baby butterbean.
Yep.
So this is the one I have with the smooth blue ice synthetic. And of course the Ictus shield on it. One of my Ictus knife collections. So that's
Very
what a
nice.
baby butterbean looks like.
Yep.
And
I was going to show one too.
oh,
That's
I
cool.
jumped ahead.
You didn't
Sorry.
jump ahead. It's okay. Steal my thunder, man.
I try.
Hey, is that the box they're talking about?
That's the box I know is the American flag box, and so I don't know if that's.
So the brown or the tan one was the chrome vanadium one, and then the gray one would have been the stainless.
Yeah, so hopefully that's the box that you're talking about. No, he said that's not the box he's talking about. So, okay, I guess Now
Give me
you
a
got,
minute, I'll try to find a different one.
yeah, Kalen will try to find a different one. He's my case box guy, that's for sure. All right. So let's see. Where were we in the rotation? I can't even remember.
You just finished up with me.
Yeah, I
think.
just finished up with you. Okay, so it's HT. Yeah, I was going to say who actually went last. So let's go here.
Well, we were talking about Gateway Canoes, and this would be my one. Actually, I sent a gentleman, and I don't know if I'll say his name on here. Jim, we'll go with his first name. Jim was asking me the same question. A good first canoe to get into, and I sent him this guy. This is the red and black G10 Rough Rider. And this guy is just absolutely wonderful. Has a great walk and talk on it, and half stops that are just really fantastic. And this is about a big whopping $18. I believe I picked this one up at Atlantic Knife. And you guys know my affinity for red, so red and black here. It's not a real dark. It's not a real bright red, kind of a muted down red, but red has some red and black swirls in this guy. But this thing is just fantastic. You listen, watch the snap. You guys hear that?
Yep.
Fantastic. This is what it looks like in hand. If somebody is looking for a good first gateway canoe, you could do a lot worse than this. And RJ, I'm gonna have to pick up that blue G10. It sounds like it has the half stops, the whole nine, just like this red and black one. So I do not have that blue one, but I may have to look into that one after we get off here. But this would, if you want to get into a canoe to see if you like the pattern first, which of course I believe you're going to like the pattern, but this would be a good one to, this is where I send people when they ask me that question. No matter where you buy this is a sub $20 knife, and it has all the bells and whistles, half stops, great walk and talk. This is where I would go, folks. This is where I'll send you when that question's asked to me. The Rough Rider red and black G10 canoe.
Yeah, another beautiful Rough Rider.
Yep. Gary, the Last Ranger, makes a good point on any channel, really. But you want to make sure that if you subscribe to a channel, you want to at least watch one channel and comment to make sure your sub counts. Otherwise, YouTube every once in a while does go back and it will scrub subscribers because it thinks that they may be robots, that are just out there, subscribing to channels or whatever.
You mean you're not supposed to pay robots to I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Did Junior go talk to the AI and stuff?
I think that's what he did. He was he's mumbling about something.
I tell you, man, that
boy, he's in trouble. He's in trouble with who is it? With Ken over at Last Chance Knives. I guess Junior was down there and did some damage with his shovel, which I was looking for my shovel. Now I know where it went.
There you go.
I guess you're safe for a little while there, Terry, because he had been singing Georgia on My Mind. So I thought, but he's heading your way, maybe next with his shovel. I don't know.
You better keep that boy up and down here.
Yeah, he may not make it back.
Sir, we'll put him in the field picking watermelons.
He'd just eat them.
All right. So yeah, here's my little baby. This is a Queen City. This is that black lip pearl, and this was when SMKW first got the Queen and Queen City names. So this is one that was made over in China. But what a fantastic looking little knife. I just love it. But then Rough Rider also made a what they called the dogleg canoe, which this is a very interesting knife because as you see, it's got a lockback, so it's got the covered tang bolster, but they threw a dog leg in there, and your main blade is got a lockback, and then for your secondary blade is a slip joint, but it's a spay blade instead of a spear, pen type blade. So it's already canted down at a really good angle when you're using it. It's just kind of a funky little unique knife. But one of the I think one of the best ones they did was this Queen saw cut brown bone. Easy for me to say. Canoe, very, very slim. Everything is just perfect on these. It does have a half stop, and just they did such a good job on this series. Unfortunately, they're only available in the secondary now, but just a fantastic example of the canoe. I really like it with the threaded bolsters and everything. Just really nice.
Both those are really nice looking. I actually did. Yeah. I have that saw cut bone somewhere.
Might have been handy for a show about canoes, but I don't know.
Well, like I said, my hobby room is a little messy right now.
I hear you. All right. Terry, you got something you would like to show?
I probably could fill
Probably
a little
could.
space here. We have here is the case canoe, the amber bone, and I am not extremely big on etches, but I do like that particular etch on these, for collecting. This is not a carry knife. This is strictly into my collection, and this is actually a 2023 amber bone, but really, really nice. To be a newer one, it is extremely well built. The quality of the jigging is good. The snap is good, and this is CS steel. The carbon steel, not the chrome vanadium, but very, very well built.
It's good looking knife.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to thank the gunslinger. He helped me out with this one right here. We done a deal, and that's how I wound up with that in my collection.
Very well.
Let me go ahead and I'll show you one more while you got me up here. This is one I've had for quite some time, and this is also a early model because it's 3-digit. It's model 779, which is from the late 90s, possibly early 2000s. And this is the tobacco bone, the smooth tobacco bone with the acorn shield. And
My favorite shield by Rough Rider.
I really, really dig this knife. It's really cool. It's really well built. It's got the elongated pull, not strike pull, but elongated instead of the little small nail nick. I like these. They got good snap. The back springs are kind of small, keeps it really thin and slimline, which that's the way I like them. I know now they make them real thick, and I don't really dig that too much, but I like these. I really like these.
That's my favorite shield Rough Rider ever made. That acorn shield is really cool.
They actually made a pretty good series of that. I don't have any more of that shield. I think Andrew may have a few of those.
I got a couple.
Yeah, I have a copperhead with that.
Wasn't it the Outdoorsman series, RJ? Is that right? Outdoorsman or something? Outdoor series?
The Outdoorsman series. Yep.
Right.
All righty. Kaylin, were you able to locate a box?
No, I thought I had a different one, but I got another canoe if y'all want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Not the same one, looks similar. This is a 1996 limited edition, one of 2,500. And this actually has PN00 there on the tang, or I'm sorry, on the bolster. And did some investigating, and apparently Case doesn't even know what that stands for. So go figure there. This one has the green corncob jig bone with the bar shield there. Same spear point blade for the main blade, and your secondary, then a nice pin blade. Here's the pile side. Did really good on the polishing on this knife. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then there you can see the limited edition.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, another beauty.
Has mega snap on this one.
Whew.
And
What is that? Is that like the bar shield there, Kaylin?
correct. This one just straight across. Case XX. And I well, probably my favorite shield is just a plain bar shield. I love it.
It looks good with that silhouette. Well, it really looks good on the canoe, in my opinion. It just flows with that.
Yeah, and all of the knives from this series had that bar shield, so there was 8 of them that had it.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
they all look very nice in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
I will pass it on.
Sounds
Unless y'all want
good.
to see another canoe. I got another canoe.
Elon says Randy's WSG is now taking orders for slips. He wanted me to let everybody know. So there you go. If you didn't see that message already, I would imagine that Randy has contact information on his channel. If Randy, I know you're in the chat. If you want to put any contact info in the chat so people can order some of your great leather work, that would be awesome.
Yeah, also, anybody that's part of Discord can find all of that info on there as well. There's a special page on Discord, part of Slip Joint Starters Discord page he created for Randy for just his slip. So.
That's right. I had forgotten about that. I don't go to the Discord as much as I used to because I've been busy.
Oh, I hear you. I'm the same way.
But yeah, for sure, go get Randy. You know, keep him busy. Keep him off the streets. He's got to have stuff to do. All right, Tom, did you want to?
Yeah, I got one I'd share.
Okay.
Somehow, I don't know. I found this buck canoe.
I don't know why you'd even buy one of those buck canoes.
I don't know why I bought it, but no, this is the one in Burlwood.
Oh, nice.
And as far as I know, the only place you can buy these is off the Buck website. Now, they have some other patterns in the Burlwood that, well, like the Trapper model ended up in Walmart, but I've never seen any canoes in Walmart. And, you know, your normal knife outlets, the last time I checked, they weren't carrying it either. So, but that may have changed. But they did a wonderful job with this Burlwood.
It's a good looking knife.
Yep.
Yep.
And just quickly, I know others have shown it, but you know, I've got the buck with the jig bone, and I got the one with, this is their standard one, just the wood grain. And did I have another one? I guess not. So I guess I got 3 of them here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I guess I got 3 of them. But, yep. So yeah, they did a really good job on all their patterns with the burl wood. But you might want to check the Buck website. I think they were around $35.
Nice. All right, Stan.
Yeah, I can go. I got one here that I think Terry will like. I call it the meat grinder. It's a Parker and Son.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a really it's a second cut bone. Sorry, I'm trying not to blind everybody, but my light here, no matter what I do, I'm always horrible with light. But yeah, it's a second cut bone. I got a good deal on this. It was listed by a pawn shop in I want to say Virginia on eBay, and they wanted like $27. You know, it's made in Japan. And I thought, well, what the heck? It looked cool. I'm actually following another one right now that's up for auction, but it's already at $51 with like a day left to go. So I'm probably not going to get 2 of them, but just a really, really cool knife. I mean, definitely not thin. You know, it's a beast. But I like oddball things like this. You know, it's just kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an oddball that I like this stuff.
It's if a canoe and a Congress had a baby, that would be that knife.
Yes, yeah. I just thought it was really cool. And again, you know, I have not done any cleaning on this, and they all just got. I mean, you can't. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, sometimes you'll hear, you know, bad things about knives that were made different places, but in my experience, anything I found that was made in Japan in like the 70s or 80s is phenomenal quality, you know. So
I agree.
Yeah, I just thought it was a really cool looking knife, and like I said, when I seen the pawn shop, I want to say it's just over $30 tax, title, tags, you know, and I couldn't let it go when I seen it. I really impressed my wife though. Yeah, I really like it.
JL327 wants to know if it has a toothpick and tweezers.
Hang on, let me check. Nope.
I think that's the only thing is missing. Oh my! All right, HT, and anybody, feel free to throw in muskrats and mooses anytime you want to.
Well,
We're getting
okay,
there.
we'll start up. Let me get this one before we switch over to muskrats or what have you. This is one of my probably gemstones of my canoe collection so far, my budding collection. Anybody that watches me knows that I am a freak for some stag. And this is an old Remington USA. And this was a 1999. They did a wildlife series there for a while, I think for about 3 or 4 years, 5 years maybe. And each year they had a different animal that they highlighted. And this one is the mule deer. You guys know I'm a deer hunter. I used to be. I still go when I can. But this I'm kind of like you guys. I'm not usually a big etch fan, but if you're gonna do an etch, do it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this thing is a whole scene. This is like art, in my opinion. We have like a mountain scene going on. You got the mule deer and some shrubbery and, like I say, the mountains in the background. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but that is quite the etch.
Yeah.
On this blade. And yeah, and of course, stag handles, real knotty, gnarly stag on this guy. And I just love this thing. Fits great in hand. But has only thing I would change, it's kind of got what I call the old broomstick pin on it. I would like to send that one with a little broader pin blade, but it is good and sharp nevertheless. But I definitely could not pass this up when I seen a chance to get some stag and throw in to boot. It's got a white-tailed deer on it, so that kind of made it cool too. So both of those things are 2 things I love and passionate about. So
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites for my collection right here, the old Remington USA Mule Deer Classic. And I think it's a numbered series too. On here on the bolster, it has number 065, and I think it was numbered. I forget how many was in that series they made a year, but it is serialized. But one of my favorites.
Looks like they did an awesome job on that etch too. Like you said, it looks really nice.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's a whole scene. It's like art on there.
And that's the thing about etches, like you said, I think most of us are not like, we don't want to etch on every single blade we have. But when you find one that you like and appreciate, then that definitely is not going to be, something that will.
If you're going to do one, commit to it and do it. I mean, do it like something like that. I mean, if you're going to do it, that's doing it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah.
So this is a bad example of a place to do an etch. This is mother of pearl, and you can see the etch is starting to come off. And so it would have been better, in my opinion, to put it on the blade, and which it could have fit on there. But
your sound is not coming through very clear, Kaylin.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to do. How do I sound? Bad? Sound bad still?
Well, don't
better, but no.
As it did, but yeah, I mean, go ahead and try.
I was just saying that
There you go.
the pearl is a bad spot to do the etch because it's wearing off, and then eventually you won't be able to see what it says. You know what I mean? So it could have fit on the blade. So I don't know why they didn't put it on the blade. Just a poor example of an etch application.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you may want to restart your stuff again, Kaylin. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. There we go. Wow, I didn't know I was going to end up being full screen, but hey, I guess it just knew what to do. Let's talk about etches on blades. I'm the same way as Terry. This was my first case canoe, and it was the one with the American Indian on it. I just think this is great, and I love the amber jig bone. Just such a beautiful bone that they did. And it's really dark on this side.
There you go, stealing my thunder. That was the next canoe I was going to show.
You can still show it, Tom. It's okay.
No, I don't want to now.
Well, I'll show you kind of the difference in how they wear. This is an amber jig bone. This is a year earlier than the canoe. I've been carrying this trapper lately, and you can see it's lighter on the show side than on the pile side, but it gets kind of light. So I don't know if it's just a feature of the amber jig bone. I noticed that when Andrew showed the one that he recently got, I think it looked really fantastic, much nicer than that. But I also have an American-made queen that has the American Indian etch, and they did it slightly different. So this is kind of in a white instead of black outline, but you see you have the Indian in the canoe in a different kind of an angle instead of just straight on, and up here is a little island. So it's kind of a cool thing. This has rosewood covers on it, and then of course it has half stops, and here's that beautiful spear blade. But I really dig these American-made queens. We'll see some more of those. Really slim with only the one back spring, but look at how nice and thick those blades are. I mean, they're just nice chunks of metal all the way. Great workmanship on these. So there you go. Sorry, Tom, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. That's going to just happen this episode, I think.
Caught me with a mouthful of food.
Oh, it's okay.
You're
Let's see.
supposed to keep talking a little bit.
Bring Kaylin back. Go ahead and
check.
speak up, Kaylin. There
Mic
you go. You're back. You are back, sir. Okay, so you were talking about a bad etch, and that's because it'll wear off on the cover, is what you're saying, as opposed to on the blade as much.
Absolutely.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Todd Carr, I see you've joined the chat. All right, so our order is kind of mixed up. Let's go ahead and go with Tom, and we'll see what you got there.
Well, I wanted to show my amber bone, but I've been just to show how it wears, like you did with your trapper. Mine turned green.
Oh,
So,
that started out as a red knife, didn't it?
yeah,
I've been waiting to see that one, Tom.
But this is the this year's out of the Ictus series,
sir.
series shield there, and it's first production run. Let me get it right. That's the blade etching on that. So yeah, Seafoam Green G10.
It's a good looking knife.
Yep. And yes, I know Big J is in the audience there. This is the one I got. The what is it? The Amber Bone Peach Seed. It's got the keep turning it the wrong way. Got the etch on it there. So this is like yours, RJ. Now I had 3 of these to look at, and one was really light and one was really dark, and this one was kind of in the middle. So I chose this one.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yep.
I still think that's the nicest canoe that Case makes. It's
very nice.
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, so let's see. Let's go to Stan. I don't think we've talked to Stan in a while.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm glad somebody is.
I just want to say,
you're showing us up there, Stan. You're supposed to say I'm not quite ready yet.
I just wanted to say, if anybody hears grumbling, it's not my stomach. I'm watching my grand puppy dog, and he has decided it's treat time. And so, yeah, he takes precedence. If y'all don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
What I want to show is here's the box to it. It's a Frost Cutlery Muskrat genuine green pick bone handles. This is the old Frost Cutlery, like where it's made in Japan. And again, decent looking quality. I'm not too sure I like the shield though. It's just a big old frost. You know what I mean? But build quality's phenomenal. But what I want to show here is because we're doing muskrats and moose, right? So
yes,
you open up the first blade, I guess they're the same, right? Because it's a muskrat, and it even tells you it's a muskrat. If I can get it to, see, it says muskrat, got a little etching there. So, you get all excited, and you open up, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I'm confused. Isn't that a moose?
That's a moose.
Yeah, I'm totally confused here. I don't know what to do. The world's coming to an end.
Well,
they lied to me.
It's one of those deals that a company can call any knife anything.
Yes.
So, I mean that's we've already talked about that on this show before, and the modified blades and all of this. But yeah, that's typically what a moose would be.
Yes.
According to what most pattern books would say they are. But
I just find it funny though, because I can understand how like some people that aren't really into knives, they buy that, and now in their mind that's a muskrat.
Exactly.
The Remington is the exact same. It's labeled a muskrat, and it's got the same blade layout as yours.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
Oh wait, let's not steal Tom's thunder again. He was probably going to show that one. Yeah. So. Of course, we get you when you got a mouthful of I don't know what in your mouth. Probably a snack cake. I know how you are. Oh, he's actually got some lunch there. All right.
Yeah, Big
Snack
J's
cakes are still locked up behind me.
Yeah, Big J's saying in the chat that Shat Morgan calls theirs a muskrat as well, that same type of pattern. So I guess, yeah, that's just, who knows?
I do have a buck muskrat coming up that some people would call a moose, but anyway, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right, Terry, are you ready?
I am. I have one I want to show. This is what down here in South Georgia we call a muskrat. Tom, do y'all have
Stop
any
it
of those?
now.
Do y'all have any of these muskrats up there where you're at?
RJ, cancel his contract. I'll pay off whatever needs to be paid. Cancel his contract.
This right here is a 2010 chestnut bone case muskrat CV.
There goes all the thunder.
And she, Tom, I can't hear you at all. Are you still there?
Na 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 na. I can't hear you. Na na na.
What do you think? What do you think about that one, Harold?
That's a beauty. I love it. I love that bone. Yes, sir.
You know,
Look at that shiny back springs.
Yes, sir. And this is a 2010 CV.
Pour it up.
The chestnut bone is by far my favorite. I have less of that than I do anything else. I have more, red bone and amber and everything else. But this is my favorite. They're a little harder to come by. So I'm trying to work on that, but it ain't so easy. And y'all know that. These chestnut is not so easy. But it's the only muskrat that I own. I just go ahead and tell you, I'm not a fan of the muskrat. That's just not my jam. But I had to have one for the collection. If you're going to have one for the collection, it ought to be a banger, don't you think?
Absolutely.
So I be digging it. So there you go, Tom.
Now, HT, you can give
I'm not
your,
talking to you, Terry.
kind of your rebuttal to that. So we know it's not Terry's favorite pattern, but it is one of your favorite patterns. So maybe you can tell us, why you like it, what drew you to that pattern, what kind of things do you like about it?
Well, we are going to show the OG, in my opinion, of the muskrat pattern. I know this one is near and dear to my buddy 865, Aaron, who is the proprietor, no doubt about it. He is the proprietor of the Muskrat Mafia. And this is nothing but the 77 OT by Charade. And just a little brief history on the pattern. People don't, and I'm not the best historian, Tom. You can correct me if I stumble and bumble here. But this pattern came into prominence with trappers, small game trappers, the fur bearers. They used to use this knife when they were they would have their small game that they trapped, and they would be cleaning out. They'd be skinning these animals, and the beauty of it was when one of these blades would go dull, they would simply pop one in and keep right on trucking. They always had a secondary blade that would pick back up before they were just dead in water. They had two skinning blades, had them good and sharp. And like I said, they would just keep on trucking. But what do I think about them? I just think the lines, those two slender foot point blades. In this case, this is kind of a serpentine, or some people may call it a dog leg chassis that it's on the 77 OT. But I just think the lines, it's one of the sleekest, best looking aesthetic knives. Obviously, I'm not out skinning muskrats or beavers or whatever, but I just think it's gorgeous. I have a affinity for the lines of it, and I think these clip point blades, are a real universal blade. It's not great at anything, well, outside of maybe skinning, but it's just good at everything. A good old clip point, versatile. They're about a 4-inch, in this case, about a 4-inch handle. So that's right in my wheelhouse for handle and grip. I can get a good 4-finger purchase on this guy. And yeah, carbon steel to boot on this one, 77 OT. We got to throw in a caveat that this one's got a carbon steel, so it will take on a nice patina.
Nice.
I just think they're beautiful, Terry. Got to disagree with you, buddy.
Well, that's okay.
We agree to disagree.
I think we can. There's enough room.
Oh yeah, you can.
For everybody.
You can disagree, Harold. It's okay. It's okay for you to be wrong every once in a while.
Cheers.
How did I know that was coming? Blade Walker, he had a question about the best place to get a shield for a full-size trapper case knife, and that would be Case themselves.
Yes.
If you contact Case, they will mail you a shield for your knife, and then you can just glue it in yourself. So that would be the thing to do. But then Jonathan asked us a question for us, and just to, I guess, clarify this, Jonathan, you're saying if we had to pick one, a canoe, a muskrat, or moose, which one we're going to grab to carry? For me, it would be a canoe. To tell you the truth, I've carried a canoe more than the other two patterns. What about you, Terry?
I would carry a canoe over the other two. Yeah.
HT, whatever your opinion is, Terry says it doesn't count, but go ahead.
Toss up. I would probably say the moose would be second place and a tie for first. The canoe has came on strong, and this is my affinity right now. But this has always been arguably my favorite pattern. But the canoe is nipping on the heels. So right now the canoe's in my pocket the most. But I love the muskrat. And I just got out one moose. We'll talk about it later. The simple fact of the spay blade on the other side of the moose, I don't have a problem like some people do with the spay blade. I'm not a spay hater. But out of the two, I just gravitate. I'm just going to gravitate to the muskrat slightly over the moose. So I'd say a tie for first for me right now between canoe and muskrat.
Kaylin, how about you? Moose. Thomas?
Have to be the canoe.
And Stan?
I'm on board the canoe also.
All right. Canoe crew going strong. All right. Next question that we have is from Travis, the Case guy. And he's asking for the vault pattern that Case had in 2016. And he's looking for the 2016 vault knife. What does anybody know about that?
Keep looking. They didn't start till 2017, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess you're a year.
The first one I know of is the 2017, which was the
Was that the
doctor's knife.
Yeah, that was the doctor's knife.
So yeah, they just started the vault pattern in 2017, to the best of my knowledge.
Is that right, Kaylin? Kaylin probably knows that one too.
Kaylin says he don't know. All right. Well, we will go.
I'm pretty sure because I was trying to chase down all the vault knives myself.
Yeah, I thought that was
There
something
you go.
we were working on. Did you get them all, by the way?
I did.
Nice.
I have everything current except for the razor knife this year, and I'm still back and forth whether I'm just not that interested in that knife. So do I just buy it just to have every vault pattern? I don't know. I'm back and forth on it.
I tell you, Andrew showed a nice vault pattern from, gosh, I can't remember where he got it from, but it's the lizard bone one.
Yes.
That knife is, and I'm not really big into the razor lock one they have right now, but that was a beautiful knife.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Travis thought the vault started in 06 or 08, but yeah, that was it didn't go back that far. And Jonathan wanted to know when the Congress was the vault pattern. That was just last year.
That was last year. I've
And they
got
had
two of those.
versions of the Congress, because they had the 4-bladed and the 2-bladed. Same thing like this year with the Razor. There's single-bladed and 2-bladed versions. They did that with the Copperhead also. But there was
I've got one of the 4-bladed and one of the 2-bladed
Yeah.
Congress. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So Zen Ali says he, like everyone recommends, he starts with a budget for most patterns and upgrades from there, but he never bothered with the Roper Rattler Muskrat. He kind of bonded with it. And yep, I have one of those to show off for sure.
Me too.
HT, nice. Awesome.
It's a good one.
Oh, wow. James Alton says, and this sounds official, man, it started in 2008. So I guess we stand corrected, maybe. Yeah, we'll have to find out.
Every time I search the internet, the only list I could go back would be back to 2017. So
Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to I guess do some research. We'll see if we can find some stuff out on that during the week, and when we meet back next week, maybe we'll have some more info on that. That would be
because I know I searched like for 2015 and no results. So
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Baxter wants to know if Tim is wrong. I don't know who Tim is, but Tom's never wrong, because Tom is our guy.
I did say to the best of my knowledge. So
There you go.
I think
that's
do you have an instant
all we
replay
can-
here?
yeah. That's all we can go off of is what we. That's all we can go off is what we know for sure is that that we can go back to the doctor's knife. Before that, we don't know. We'll have to do some research. We'll see if we can find some stuff. Blade Walker is saying 2008. If anybody in the chat has a list of those knives, that would be nice. James said he found that on the Case site. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can find that. We'll talk about that on a future RJ's Lives. That's for sure. All right. In all this excitement, I forget who's next, but I think it's Kaylin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it me?
It is you.
All righty. I have a few more canoes left here. This is a 1988 Sugar Bone canoe.
Oh, that's cool.
You can tell, and Terry has a 92 jackknife that also is in Sugar Bone. You can tell because it's almost like a purple. It's like a dark there on the side.
It's beautiful. That's for sure. That's some awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's a good looking knife.
Yeah, I just recently got this one, so really digging it. Always looking for the 88, but incredible snap on this one. I have a 1976 Redbone Case canoe, and they actually started doing this etch in 1974. So that would have been the first one.
That's the one I'm looking for.
1974.
Yes.
But before that, it would have just been plain Jane on the blade. So.
Hey, those
really,
are
really
those
dark.
the ones with the single back spring.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So cool.
And, this one has really, really dark red bone handle, so you can see where it didn't really take there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost kind of like a wine red type, like a red wine type look.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, real dark. Y'all ready for this? That pen blade's ridiculous on this one. Only have one case Muskrat at the moment, and this is a red bone 1975 with easy open on both of the blades.
Nice.
Always out on the lookout for a muskrat. I've had a few over the years, but I have let a few of them go. And I really like this one because it's all stainless, except for the blades. But the pins and the back springs are. Oh no, this one don't even have the middle liner, which is really cool. So, something that Case used to do on the old knives. Also have some mooses that don't have a liner in the middle. I got one other muskrat. It is a second generation fighting rooster in stag, which is really nice. I think the paw side looks a little better. That nice valley there. See if I can get that to show there. Yeah, super nice craftsmanship on this one. Dual back springs. Both of them are really nice and thick. Get a great spring on it.
Awesome.
Really nice.
Yeah, but like I was saying a while ago, Remington's muskrat is actually a moose.
Okay.
And it's also equal-ended like yours, which is pretty cool, I thought. And it has an easy open for the main blade, the clip point there. And this one is also a 1988, and it was a gift from Big J. So thank you, brother. And I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Hey, Kaylin, can I ask you a question on the canoe? When was it that they stopped using the single back spring and went to the double?
Well, I have this 88 here, and I honestly don't know, but sometime between the 70s and 80s, I would say.
Yeah. So some of the 80s have single back spring, don't they?
Possibly. I can't know that for sure because, like I said, this one's an 88, and it's a dual back spring, so go figure.
Right.
Tom, did you want to go
Yeah.
this round? You got something?
So I got a muskrat. It's kind of a unique muskrat. This is called the improved muskrat. If you can see it on the shield.
Oh, yeah.
And what the improved muskrat is it has two springs. And I think that was a man by the name of Hawbaker. Had been wanting or requesting trade to make a double springed muskrat, which they did. And so that's what's called an improved muskrat. Now, as you can see, the blades here are well worn, and this one's actually broke off. In addition to being an improved muskrat, I think it's what's called a Hawbaker Special, because the Hawbaker Special had the clip blade here and a Warncliffe blade on the other side. And if you look at the difference in the two different blades, it looks like this was a Warncliffe. It's just that the tip of it's broke off. So this might actually be a Hawbaker Special.
You are correct on that as far as the terminology.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I got this, it was like $5 or $6 in an antique store. It's not very usable. I mean, that's almost sharpened down to a needle. But I thought, how often are you going to run across one of these knives? It's a fine specimen of a knife. If I ever find one in better condition, I'll snag it. But at least I have one. So you can see it has the two springs, and you can see the Warncliffe on that side.
That's still pretty cool. Like you said, it's still functional and everything, at least.
It is. It is.
That's cool.
So.
Yep. Nice piece of history for sure.
Very nice.
All right, Stan.
Okay. All I have to say is I really like this knife. It's a Parker Frost USA made The part number is 1978-7, so this is from 1978, and it's called a Johnny Muskrat, if I can get that in there. I don't know if you can see that etching or not. It's really weak, but it's just, I got this from Warthog, Rick there, and I hope he's doing okay. I know he is having some health issues and stuff, but yeah, this is just beautiful. I really enjoy these older knives from, like, you know, manufacturers that kind of sort of got a bad rep, because when you get the older ones like this one, I'm positive by the handle material that it's a either Schrade or old timer, or I guess they're probably the same back in '78. I don't know my history on that well, but it's just a beautiful knife. And, you know, talking about snap and stuff, I mean, that's just it. Yeah, and you know, it's like when I made the video, I told Rick this will never leave my collection. It's like the knife I won when HT had his 500 subscriber giveaway. That'll never leave my collection. When it leaves my collection, I'll probably have many years in the ground, you know, because when I get stuff from people in the communities, it means more to me than anything. You know, it's just I really appreciate it, you know. But yeah, just a cool knife. And like I said, in my opinion, a neat piece of American history, you know, Parker Frost. Yeah, just really cool.
Absolutely.
Those were definitely made by Schrade.
Schrade, okay.
They were definitely made by Schrade. Parker Frost, in that period of time, had several knives, different knives. When they have that, the year, then the dash, and that one number is the pattern. And each one has, I actually have a Stockman right here that was made. And this is a 1978, and it's a Parker Frost, and it's a 1978-2. So each one had its own, and you could go online and it'll tell you. But this is the black jig bone. This is the bison, full size Stockman, and this is really, really, really.
That's some really nice jigging on that.
It is awesome jigging. This is that old school type jigging.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I wasn't trying to take over there.
No, that's fine.
No.
I love learning. I love learning. You know what I mean?
You know, if y'all happen to have watched my video the other day, these right here.
That's a beautiful set.
They are in fact Parker Frost. Yep. And my buddy Philip W. is always in the chat. Philip W. He sent me some pictures out of one of his knife books, and of course these commemorate 1975, 200 years of these three divisions of the military, and these were actually made in 1979 is when they were made, 78, 79. They were made by Imperial Schrade for Parker Frost.
That's a beautiful set. I have one of those I picked up probably 6 months ago. Just absolutely beautiful set. The knives are so well made.
Yeah, they were 8,000 sets made.
Yep.
And that's just really cool. It's really cool to have. You know, like you say, some of these guys got bad raps later in years because of some of the stuff that they did, and I get it. But let's remember them for what they did in their heyday when it was really good.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. That's awesome.
Yeah, good deal. No, we don't mind. You didn't take over anything. Go ahead, Tom.
I have a quick thought. I've been trying to do some research on the vault program.
Okay.
It may have, I'm speculating, it may have been in 2008 when they announced it that they were retiring patterns, but they didn't open the vault and start producing vault pattern knives until 2017.
I could believe that.
Possibility.
Yeah.
I'm just,
I think
because
right.
nowhere, if you search for 2015 vault pattern or any, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'll continue to research that. But.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. In fact, I was going to say I didn't get a chance to read the email. James sent me an email. He said that he was okay. He said in that email that you're right, James. He was not trying to say that you were wrong, Tom. He was just saying that was when that vault started.
Right.
But you're both right that's when it started, and then whatever 8 years later or whatever is when they started producing the knives.
To put it into preview, they
Right.
started the program because they had too many patterns out on the floor. Anyway,
Right.
this is their kind of explanation. And they can only make so many patterns a year. So they took a whole bunch of patterns, put them in the vault. I'm assuming in 2008 is where we're going with this.
Right.
And then in 2017, that's the earliest I know, they started breaking out patterns once a year, and they make a big announcement on what that pattern is. So
that actually makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something that Case would do, a bigger company would do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and again, that's not 100%, but I just can't find anything else prior to 2017.
Yeah, I think this might go into your collectible type stuff, Stan. But I just read this week talking about Case and Case vault pattern knives and stuff like that, is that they actually took a page from Nintendo, and they were making the Case knives for like Pokemon. You got to collect them all. So that very well may be where they went with that. But who knows? All I know is that they've got our money, don't they, Tom?
They sure do. But here, I thought I had them all, but I guess there was a Case Barlow.
Oh yeah, I guess
that was in the vault.
That was in 2018,
2017 or 18,
2019. Yeah,
2019.
Yeah, so that was.
I remember the Barlows when it came out.
Then they got the Barlows.
So that means
back in the regular production.
Oh man, I wonder if they came out one with the Ictus shield on it then.
I don't know, but I'm going to say probably.
Because every year except this year, they didn't make any of the razor knives with the Ictus shield on it.
Yeah. So for sure. All right. Well, let's go back to sharing some knives. I got to show off my favorite canoes, these American-made Queens. Terry knew that these were coming, but this is that one with the bird's eye maple, which isn't really showing up on the camera as well as it does on the video. No, Mikey, Case does not make a sunfish still. We were talking about that. Tom and I were talking about the sunfish patterns that Case made, and I love the spear point, how Queen did those back in the day. It just is so.
Yeah, those are really nice.
That's nice, absolutely.
The sunfish that we've seen, they all tend to be about $200. So, and here's your pen blade on that. But just a really beautiful knife, really nice and slim. Got the single back spring, just lots of room there, so you're not going to get the blade rub. Just a beautiful example of knife making. But then I found this one in a kind of a burgundy Delrin, and so it has the pattern etch on it. It says it's a Queen Cutlery Company number 64, but again with that awesome spear blade. And this one, for quite a while, I just threw this in a slip and was carrying this around because it's just such an awesome knife.
So good looking blades.
Yep. Yeah, just fantastic knives. All right. Terry, do you think Tom went to go find Junior?
God, I hope not.
Don't provoke him.
Oh, go ahead, Terry. Let's see here.
All right. What do we have here? Do we have a clue of what we have here?
That's a waiter's knife, if you ask me.
This is y'all can see right there. This is a Imperial made in Mexico. And this is the closest thing to a moose that I own. Black scales on that side, white scales on that side. Has the little domino etched there. On this side, it's a little harder to see, but there's two little dominoes etched in the blade there. You know, a small corkscrew there, got a bell on it, you know, clip point, large spear, long pull. I have not done any research on this thing yet. I have no idea, didn't know that Imperial made anything in Mexico. Of course, you know, Imperial and Colonial both, you know, they made stuff all over the world, or had stuff made all over the world. So I don't know anything about it. I actually got this in on a big deal that me and the gunslinger done, and he tricked me into it. And, no, he didn't. I wanted it. Y'all know I love these old Imperials, and I just thought it was just cool as grits and had to have it. But I don't know anything about it yet. But that's the closest thing to a moose that I've had. And the thing has just got awesome snap. Just a cool knife. I don't know if you would call it a camp knife or, you know, like you say, the waiter's knife or what. But I say it's a moose-esque knife. That's the best I can come up with.
Okay.
That'll work.
All right. HT.
All right. I'm going to stick with the Muskrats here. And this is one of my favorites in my collection for a muskrat. This is an old Boker, Zollingen, Germany Boker, tree brand, in red jig bone. And can you guys check out those cool, I call them Turkish clip blades on this. These super thin, almost like a fillet blade. But I believe that's called a Turkish clip. And this thing is really cool. If you can tell, they've got the cutouts here. They got the easy opens for each blade. I can hold it in frame. We have an easy open cutout right here. And I just think these things with these slender Turkish clips, I just think this thing is gorgeous. Of course, red jig bone, that's always right up my alley. And this is some of the good stuff, the tree brand stuff made over in Zollingen, Germany. One of my favorites in the collection. When I seen this, I haven't had it actually that too long, maybe a month or so, but this went to the kind of the top of my muskrat collection. It checks all the boxes.
That's a good looking knife.
Thank you.
I really like the thin blades too. I mean, it's really pokey. You could
it's
right in there.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a really. It would be I don't know that that's the design purpose. Well, I know it wasn't a design purpose to fillet fish, but I believe that would probably clean some bluegills too for you fishermen out there. I believe that would be a good panfish cleaning knife if chosen to put it to throw at that task.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Looks like Miss Tammy might have showed up.
Oh, RJ, who's that hunk of love there in the panel? He's new. Oh, all this talk about muskrats. Oh, I think I'm in muskrat love. Muskrat
That's Stan.
muskrat fan. Do the jitterbug out in muskrat land. Toodles.
All righty, Will. Looks like you need a closer shave there, Miss Tammy.
All right, the show was good up. Oh, sorry. I was gonna do the sacrificial, wow.
Stan, is there any possibility for a love connection there? Are you feeling any chemistry after that?
No, I no.
Sorry, I apologize for that, Stan. I stepped out for a minute.
I might have to talk to my psychiatrist tomorrow about that.
We probably will.
Oh my!
Oh my God, who gets to go after that, RJ?
Who can follow that up?
All
Okay.
right. I'm glad I went before.
Bring us back. Yeah, it looks like somebody's got it pegged right. There you
Get
go.
us out of the weeds.
Gramp needs his pills.
Got a 1984 Case Moose on the 6275 frame. Comes with the beautiful clip point with your new grind there. Also has the spay blade with the new grind. This one is in brown bone. Yeah. Really like this one. This is the darker brown bone that I have. And this one is a fiery light brown bone with all kinds of colors in it. And this camera is just not picking it up very well, but it's almost orange there on the front. I have to do a top-down video of it to get it some justice there, but yeah, super nice. This is also an 84 with the new grind on both blades. I have a 1965 to 69 red bone Case Moose. Got this one to go along with my same year model Stockman. This one has the easy open as well as the other two I just showed for the stay blade. Really like this knife. Love the red bone. Always called out to me. Got super snap on it.
Holy cow. Having headphones on, I heard that one. Wow.
Yeah. There's no cut involved. It's just going right through. This one is really cool. This is a Case Classic here. And I know those blades, they look funky, but it is serialized there, you can see on the bolster. I believe this is the 46 pattern, the 1991. Let's see what we got here, if I can find it. Yeah, this is a 62046J, and I would consider this a Moose. 12 center, slanted bolsters, and has on this blade WR Case. Nope, that's not what it says. It says Case, Bradford, Pennsylvania on the head. But yeah, it has the old Tang stamps that they used over the years on the different blades, which I thought was pretty cool. Got tested XX there on that one.
Those are some wicked looking blades.
Went into that knife.
I'm sorry?
A lot of workmanship into that knife.
Oh yeah. It's and the swedge on these. I'm sure I forgot to mention it's got a saber grind. It's a swedge that goes all the way to the saber grind, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's back when they wasn't scared to do some handwork on some knives.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I'll let it go right there.
Yeah, Zen says he's pretty sure those were made by Queen. I don't know.
I believe so. I was just showing it one more time.
Yep, not a problem. All right, Tom.
Okay, to further controversy, this is Buck's Muskrat. Okay, now some look at that and they say, no, that's actually a moose. Well, the knife company can name a knife whatever they want to call it. because this is how Buck makes their muskrats. It's got the one Persian clip on it and a spay blade on the other side. So some call it a moose. Buck named it a muskrat. It does has the easy openings on both sides. And I believe the muskrat pattern was always made by Camillus. You can see the tang stamp there. No date symbol on it.
Oh yeah.
Although on the box, I think it says it's 93 or 94. So I think Camillus always made their muskrat. There were some patterns of slip joints that Buck had Camillus make for them. And I think this is one of those patterns. So
Is there a pattern number on that, Tom?
Nope.
Nothing.
Oh, it's the 313. I'm sorry. Yeah, pattern number 313.
313. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to know.
Because there's like 2 or 3 different versions. Because I think like this one has the easy out on both sides. And on one of the versions, and I don't know if this is true, or correct, but I think one of the versions only had the easy out on one side. I think on one version, the model number was stamped on the back side of the tang instead of the front. So there was 2 or 3 different versions of the muskrat.
You can also tell, this is what I've heard, is the protruding pins is a good sign of a Camillus made knife on the bolsters.
Well, normally if you have a really long nail nick, it shows that it was either Camillus or Schrade. But this has a regular cat's eye or crescent nail nick on it. But I do remember doing the history. I think this is one of the patterns Buck never did make themselves. And you can tell that by the tang stamp. There. Good snap.
There you go. Lots of snappability. All right, Stan.
Well, I got my only case-made canoe. It's a green burl maple, I think is what they call it. And a funny story about this, I'd actually ordered up a big lot of Chinese-made knives, like, Frost and Rough Rider and stuff. Paid like $4 a knife. And this happened to be in there. It was misboxed. I think my buddy sees something on the back deck if you hear him. So
it's okay. It's life.
I have a question for you, though. Do you all ever wonder who's got who trained? Do we have the dogs trained or do they have us trained?
Yes. It's a collaboration.
Yeah, because while I'm here doing this, I hope you all can't hear him while you're all showing your knives and stuff. He's over beside me going, oh, he's want my attention or a cookie, so he wins, but yeah. But this is just a great knife, and like I said, I was super excited to get it for $4. I wish it happened more often.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just a beautiful knife. And again, it's just a lot of people complain about cases right now with their quality control and stuff. And this is a 2018. It's great. And I think some people get a little too carried away with the quality control. I'm going down a rabbit hole here. I'm sorry. They're always like, well, back in the day, they didn't have this problem. My thought is, are you sure? Nobody bought them to collect them back in the day. They were users. Nobody cared, Oh, the blade rubs a little bit. Who cares, So sorry. I didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole. I apologize.
It's quite all right. We've talked about it a couple times.
Yeah.
More than a few, but yeah, it does. It happens, so it's just that we're in their corner and we just always want them to be better.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's where it comes down to, is that we talk about it because we actually care and we want Case to succeed and we love Case knives and I'm going to keep buying them.
Oh yeah.
But we just want to let them know that, we're in a way, the customer is the final QC.
Yep.
So if you get a knife and it's not perfect and you don't like it, send it back.
Yep.
That's all you can do, and then get another one. If you don't like it, send it back, get another one. And that's just kind of how you have to deal with it. But you're you're the final quality check on whatever you buy, whatever it is. But I figure we got enough time. We'll go around the horn one more time, and then we'll wrap this up. I just wanted to show off a couple of muskrats real quick. This was my first one. This is a Rough Rider. This is their High Plains series brown bone. It's really kind of neat. It's not really showing on the camera, but you do have some striations on here. But what's interesting is that you do have a brass liner in the center here, and on my Roper muskrat that I have, it does not. It just has baby spacers right there, but it doesn't have the full length spacer. But Zen sent me this fantastic knife with the micarta, and just absolutely love it. This is my favorite muskrat for sure. And then since I have it real quick, and I have it here, this is my favorite moose. This is from Rough Rider. This is the burlap micarta, and this has probably, I think, the best blade set on a moose, and that's these two here. I mean, just an awesome clip point, and that spay blade is just spectacular. Just a fantastic knife. It's a big boy, but definitely worth carrying. It's really nice.
So
All
is
right.
Is a moose an equal-ended?
Yes.
Okay, so the one that Buck has that looks like a moose technically is a muskrat because it is not equal-ended.
Yeah,
I
get
I wouldn't.
because I have a mini moose that is kind of more curved. So, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference. This is the easy money one. This is my only other moose, and that's the one with the Texas spay and the shredded money for the cover material. But yeah, so I don't know if anything is hard and fast on that. We'll have to do more research on that. All right, Terry, we'll let you go real quick.
Just real quick, when Kellen was showing his brown sugar bone a while ago, he alluded to this large 92 pattern jackknife, and I just had to show it because I love this thing.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful.
Good looking knife.
It is absolutely fantastic. This is a 1989, and it is brand new, and it has amazing snappability. Just a beautiful knife. Proud to have it in my collection. And that kind of. Well, I tell you what, Tom, I do have an improved moose I would like to show real quick before we're done. Just real quick. I'm done.
All right.
Oh Lord, we love you, Terry.
All right, Harold, you brought us into this mess. Take us out.
I can show one. I showed this on my channel not too long ago. I don't have a whole lot of moose, maybe 2 or 3 of them, but this is a winter bottom bone queen. This is an import. This is one of the China-made queen moose, but very, very cool scales or covers rather on this one, and 440C. So actually get a little upgrade than the regular 440A or 440B, but definitely a full size, almost like a 75 chassis on this. This thing is just beefy, hand filling. You can see I still got a Holt bolster out the back on this, but probably my favorite moose. Like I say, a moose isn't my definitely wouldn't be top 5 or top 10 of my patterns, but I do enjoy this knife quite a bit. But we'll just conclude it with As far as the canoes and the muskrats, get over and see my brother, 865 Aaron. I know his stickers are in now for the Muskrat Mafia, and those will be shipping out to people. Just get a hold of him and let him know. And as far as my canoe crew, those are in now, and same thing. Just get at me in my my email, which is on my channel name, channel description on YouTube, and we'll get you taken care of and get you some of these stickers for these two of the cool patterns, in my opinion, two of the coolest patterns that we got today.
Yep, I agree. All right, awesome, HT. All right, Kaylin.
I am out of knives, but
What?
I can blaze through some recent purchases real fast. The 78 Blue Scroll 47 pattern Stockman.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Stag. This is a early 2000s 63090 cattle knife and stag with the red shield. This is a Platt case knife. This is a medium Congress and stag as well. What I just got. See here, got a couple of red bone 92 Stockmans that I just got. Really like that bottom one there. Some great character in the bone. And I believe those are both, or one of them is 60 to 65, 69, and the other one's a 70s model. This is a 40s to 60s mini trapper, brown bone with a pin blade.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Got a 80s model green bone copper head with a spay blade. Also an 80s model green bone Congress 88 pattern. 63 032. This is a 1994 in brown bone Stockman. And then a 1972 red bone 6318.
Awesome.
Stainless steel on that one. And that's it.
Wow, we all need a drool towel after that.
Yes.
Jonathan, you wanted to know how to take care of blade wrap, because I had blade wrap on this moose, actually, and the best way to take care of it is not to sharpen out the blade, but underneath the kick on the knife, if you take and open up the knife, let me see if I can figure out how to show this on camera. I don't think I can, but down underneath where the kick would be, you take a little piece of a leather shoelace and you just cut a little piece, stick it right underneath where the kick would be. That will raise up the blade enough that it doesn't hit that center spring. Because that's what blade wrap is when you're hitting that center pin going through the springs, or it's hitting the spring. You just need to give it something that will keep it up, and that way you don't have to sharpen away that much metal on the blade. So that may be the best way to take care of that. And if you, I can probably get pictures and stuff for you. We can correspond by email if you want to see more of the examples of that. Yes, Zen, definitely we need a cigarette after watching Kaylin's segment.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, wow. Thanks, Andrew agreed with me. Oh, Knife Doctor. Wow, thank you very much, Knife Doctor. Yep, we definitely we need to get you back here on the show. But thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you so much. All right, Tom, you ready? I
was going to say, how do I follow up Kaylin? But
right.
in a way I can, because Kaylin sent me this night. So here's a buck muskrat, and it's what is it? 2007?
2006 maybe.
2006, yeah, 2006 collector's edition, red jig bone. And I did a quick check of definition of a moose pattern. It's kind of all over the place, but it seems like one common denominator is since moose have big antlers, that your main blade is always going to be a wider blade and not like the Persian clip on it. So anyway, it does not have to be equal ended either. So, but anyway, thanks again, Kalen. It's a beautiful knife.
Absolutely.
It's got a mini trapper that, or a small trapper matching with that. And my last canoe, I got to it. I was hoping I'd get to show this. This is my case called Anchored in Christ. It's in bone. And that is not etching. That's actually cut out. I mean, you can actually feel it.
Very nice.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that is so nice.
So another special canoe for me.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone. I want to take a moment to say thanks for everyone that joined the show. And Stan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Stan, you get to close us out. Show us something good.
Okay, well, I got this really weird canoe. It's an upside down canoe. See how the pattern's still there, but the blades come out the. Oh, wait, no, that's a Congress. Never mind. I got confused. We got the. I'm going to follow up. The last one's going to be this little marbles ram horn. I love the flying squirrel, or some people call it the bomb shield. Just crimp bolsters and everything, and it's just for a budget knife that you can pick up and have some really nice ram's horn. For an entry level knife, if you want horn or something. Again, I don't think, like you guys were all saying, that you can beat Rough Rider marbles. Even if you can find some of the older queen cutlery that was made in China, you're going to get something that's nice, and you can actually experience the pattern and decide if it's something that you want to continue pursuing.
Right.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was just typing away in the comment section. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end it there. I'd like to thank you, Stan, for being our guest today and sharing your knife collection and your enthusiasm with us. Thank you guys from the regular panel. I appreciate visiting with you guys every week and seeing your different knives and everything. And thank you, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all you guys showing up, participating, giving us some great questions and answers and some great back and forth with you guys. I really enjoy it. So you guys do each other a favor, subscribe to the channels that visit the chat, subscribe to us and watch our videos during the week. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you all next weekend here on another edition of RJ's Lives. We see you guys later.
Bye, guys.